Now I'm hoping it's up there. That's it. That's for sure. I wonder what. Oh, you know what, dude? You know what, Trey? You know why y'all didn't hear it too good?
Why is that?
That's why we do it live. Forget it. We'll do it live. I was like, why it don't sound clear? I said, why it don't sound clear? Man, welcome to Two Brothers from C-Hillz. Co-host Troy Smith. We got the Podfather, Travel Jackson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got a special guest, Dr. Dasha Lundy. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Are you awake? Is everybody
I have not had my coffee this morning.
You haven't had your coffee?
No.
Okay.
I haven't done my morning run, so.
You did a morning run?
Don't be too hard on me.
Did you do a morning run or you didn't do a morning run?
I didn't.
You didn't do it? So you just out here just letting it all go.
I'm just lazy today.
And
that's the key to a good morning run. Too.
Now let's see if we get it now. There it is. Can y'all hear that better?
Yep.
We had to make sure we got the intro music going, man, because we can't start it real good without our Two Brothers from Podcast theme song. But Trev, you know what's interesting though, and I don't know about you, Dr. Lundy. You know, on a Saturday, sometimes you just gotta relax and be smooth, and there's some songs and stuff that make you remember. You know what I'm saying, Trev? How it is to ride clean.
Oh, that sound like
just relaxing. Sometimes it make you just remember when you used to ride that Chevy Caprice, man, and pull your mind out.
Is that the one you said on the last podcast that cost $1,500?
Well, any Chevy Caprice costs $1,500. And if it had AC in it, it might no. It was the $1,000. Yeah, it had AC and it fully loaded.
Yeah, in the mid-90s, there was $1,000 with no air conditioning, and then $1,500 with the air conditioning.
$1,500. It had a system in it. What was it? What was
Pioneer.
it? Dr. Lundy probably had her.
I had a Pontiac Grand Prix.
Oh, so you right?
I think it was $1,000 with no air, and the gas gauge didn't work. So I had to learn how to, when to fill up my car. Because there's been some times that I didn't do right, and I ran out of gas. So it was a strategic plan of how you do that.
Yeah, and then did you have to ever open your door on the outside, put your arm out, and open it up?
No, I didn't have that.
You didn't open your door up on the outside and open or go to the drive-through and pull up a little bit and open your door and talk back like that.
I didn't have to do that. I call my car the Great White Hype.
The Great White Hype. Look at that.
The Great White Hype.
This song right here made me think about on Sunday or Saturday, Trill. See? Rotate my talk. Okay, let's get to it, man. Bump it. We got a special person on the with it today. She got meetings and stuff. She got meet with other commissioners and governors and everything like that. Look at Trill trying to get his face off. Yes. She has to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Special things.
She didn't even get her jog in for us, man. That's important.
That is important. We got her makeup on though, don't she? Look at her. Got everything popping.
I think I was there. They're like, who is this commissioner looking all janky on the podcast? I need to look halfway decent.
Well, look, so the number one concern we want to talk to about was two things, two of them. Number one being what we're gonna do with KC. Mm-hmm. And Trevor brought up at like a couple weeks back on the episode, like, man, what we gonna do with KC? What should we do with KC? And we just talking like we should either do something with it, tear it down, build a company out, build a business, build some hotels. I don't know. Then we brought Tenny in on. Then Tenny had mentioned about you actually being on the board. Then I read up on you a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then since you do represent the Black area, District 1, all the way from the east side down to Lionsdale. Mm-hmm. So Ridgebrook is one of your places, isn't it?
Yeah, which is beside KC. Mm-hmm.
Yep, all that. You got college homes over there, Mechanicsville, if you want to be proper. You got Western Heights. Do you represent Western Heights as well?
Yes, Western Heights about to go through a master development plan.
Look at that. They've been a long time waiting for them. Jesus, they only one still had the air conditioner hang out the window, didn't
That's a lot of space they have to cover though. So it's gonna be an expensive project.
But they
Yes,
did
it's
the
gonna be
home,
very,
so you know.
very expensive project. You are correct. What'd you say, Troy?
I said they did the Austin home. They tore down the majority of it. They got like 2 buildings left in Austin home, like a monopoly board over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Austin Home should be totally gone. They're about to start. They're asking for bids for someone to help do the construction.
Look, see.
So the land is getting ready.
Look, well, it's getting prime ready. The second thing we want to know is why should people be voting in the first place? That's the next thing. Why is the voting important? You know, growing up in the urban community, they tell you your vote don't matter. You get scared. I mean, they ain't thinking about you. Half of us about locked up anyway, where you couldn't really. It's okay. You know, you couldn't really vote, you know, because you got a felony. Do you know about that? Since Trevor, we talked about that once. If you got a felony, you typically can't vote anymore, right? But Trevor said you actually could.
You can. You have to restore your Voter Rights Act. Yeah, voter.
So
I knew it was something. I knew it was a loophole around it. I just didn't know the correct terminology for it.
Yeah, and restore voters' rights. Yeah, you can do that. I think you have to go through a judge, but yes. I mean, some organizations do it for you. I know One Knox Legacy helps with that. There's other organizations that will help restore your voters' rights.
But before we get too deep on it with that, we got to know who you are, first of all. You know, you from the East Side, right?
I'm from the East Side. I grew up in Burlington.
I thought it was Burlington Coke Factory at first. I was like, Burlington, I didn't know it was a Burlington going on at his own spot. It's a Burlington area.
Where are you been? Are you
C-Hillz?
from here?
Is it
Yeah.
Don't be trying to talk crazy, Doc. Look at her trying to talk crazy. You ain't from here?
Like the greatest people came from Burlington. I'm confused this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I seen the hosting, but I didn't know it was a place called Burlington. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you missed out. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we're gonna pray for you.
The greatest fish market in the world is in Burlington.
Slater's. I don't know. And you know it closed down.
Oh, I'm a cry.
Yeah, Mr. Slater passed away. I think last year.
Man.
Yeah, we're losing our greats over here. It's been kind of rough. Where'd Troy go? Okay,
I had to look. You know what I was doing? I had to take a little bite of something on the back end over here. Had to take a little bite of a little something, so I ain't want nobody like, oh, look how he eating on camera like that. Take a little bite on the side.
We're family on the podcast, right? You do. You.
So tell us, you from Burlington? You went to Tennessee State. I didn't notice that. So congratulations on going there.
Yeah, I went to UT Chattanooga for my bachelor's. I have my bachelor's in chemistry. Then I traveled to Nashville to get my master's from Tennessee State, and then moved back home to Knoxville. Knox Vegas is what we called it back in the day. I don't know if we still use that term. I don't want to be too lame. I'm 40, so I feel kind of,
You're 40. You old as Trevor. Y'all old as dirt.
I'm the same exact age, 1980, baby.
Now, did y'all know each other, Trevor? Y'all know each other? You know, no.
I haven't met Trevor.
She's over on the East Side. She stayed on the East Side. She didn't come out. Okay, I got you.
I'm lame. I didn't really come out. I didn't hang out too much. I'm super lame.
Well, she a boss lady. But go ahead though. So you did your school
and moved back home, bought a house, and just started getting back involved in community activities. And now I'm here. Now I'm commissioner of the same district that I grew up in.
Now you got to explain to us exactly what the difference between a commissioner and a regular councilman.
Okay, so that's the difficult part. So, we have City Councilwoman Gwen McKenzie, Vice Mayor Gwen McKenzie. We actually serve the same people. But since the city kind of deals with your sidewalks and just things that go on in city limits, which makes my job hard.
You talking about little stuff.
Huh?
You saying the city did with little stuff, you deal with that big boss stuff right there.
Well, our budget gets bigger. We're over the libraries and the parks and the health department. A lot of those agencies fall under the county, so we decide where that money goes in those different agencies.
And but the levels is because there's levels to this thing. You got the area, city, local, city, then you got the local and county and.
Yeah, county, because Knoxville is in Knox County.
Right.
So it's serving all of Knox County.
Because a lot of people didn't understand, like when they said the mayor was talking and you seen old Kane, the wrestler, you know, but people like, oh, I thought our mayor was so-and-so. Well, that's mayor of the city. You got mayor of the county. When it comes down to handling big boss talk, you're going to go to the mayor of the county.
Yeah, and it's according to what issue you have. If it's a city issue, they deal with city issues. You know, it gets kind of confusing. I wish we had a metro government so it won't be as confused, but that's dealing with personality. So I don't know how that's going to go. I may have seen this morning by even saying that, because when that discussion comes up, people get kind of angry over
what they get angry about?
A metro government, because that would decrease the amount of seats you have. You know, you have one mayor instead of two. So,
well, like in Nashville got metro.
Metro.
And you got Hendersonville up here in its own city, like Farragut is, you know, has its own mayors and all that type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so now we done moved on from this. So you went on and got up into the market of doing politics, and a lot of people don't trust politicians, Doctor.
Yeah. So are you trying to say you don't trust me?
Oh no! Oh, me? Look at you! Why are you going already into it? No. So what happened? Because you know we always talk about how it's important for everybody to go vote, and I'm a very, very important advocate in regards to going out and participating on your local level. Because most importantly, those are people that's going to affect you today, like you mentioned, your roads and stuff like that. And then you got your commissioners and people that actually deal with the budgets of actually saying, here's the money for the roads, and you got a whole spectrum of things that affect you. If you actually involve yourself with local politics, then you can go into the next parts, but it really shows that your vote really does count, right? You know, I know your campaigning going around was probably difficult because you're dealing with a lot of us that's saying my vote no matter. Then you got to do the whole education thing all over again.
And I understand, you know, to be transparent, you know, I understand both sides when, you know, growing up, it's not. So I remember when we used to have a little bit more restaurants. I mean, Magnolia used to be vibrant. And as, you know, as we got older, it declined. So I understand when people say, well, why do we need to vote? Because we're still in the same place. We're in the worst place. We in a 42% poverty rate among Blacks in our county. So, I mean, I understand why people get frustrated. Like, why do I need to vote? Because life is not even better than it was 10 years ago. But on the flip side, your vote does matter, but we need to go past encouraging to vote. Yes, you need to vote, but you need to get engaged.
There you go, Doc.
And then you need to figure out if you want to run for office. If you don't want to run for office, how can you help me? How can you help Vice Mayor Gwen McKenzie? How can you help a school board representative Everett Satterfield? That's where we have to come together and really figure out how do we help our community, because I can't do that by myself. So there's a vote coming up that's going to affect District 1. If my people ain't sitting in that room like, hey, we're supporting Dasha, we want her to vote this way, then I'm stuck over here advocating by myself.
Trevor? What you got? Because
that's a fact.
You're one of them people I heard say that. I'm calling them out. I'm straight up.
No, see, I think that people need to vote on the local level though, but my thought process was on a presidential level. You know what I mean? With the state of Tennessee, I feel like in the state of Tennessee, even though you can either way you go, you know what I'm saying, but you can go Democrat or Republican in the major part of the voting, like the presidential voting, but you're gonna lose if you voting on one side. It's automatic. It's a red state all around the board though. But I got a question for Dasha though that I want to ask. I've been hearing. Tennessee doesn't have state taxes. How do they fix the sidewalks in the streets and do all the special assessments and stuff in Knoxville without a state tax?
Well, I mean, that comes, basically property tax and revenues from businesses and everything else. That's how we get our revenue streams, basically property taxes. Then you have bonds and stuff like that helps build communities. So
yeah, how do they raise money? They raise that money to get that money for Western Heights. They actually selling bonds and stuff like that and making.
Well, yeah, the money for Western Heights will come from your national level. That's HUD money.
Yeah. See, it's a whole, but it's important to show that you out there involved with doing it. So, and a lot of people may say they should look, because in the areas, first of all, every time we get a Black politician in the areas that represent Black people, we already know the strikes against you already sometimes, so you got to walk a thin line. And then you got a situation where previous people that you're replacing and other folks behind that, they got questionable past to be where now you got to come in and show why you are important, why you work, why your platform will be in benefit. And then you got to do the education about why it's important that you show up at these meetings, because people don't understand that you can actually go. Trevor mentioned this last week. He asked about, we talked about how people don't want to, they don't see the presence of these people, like politicians like yourself or people that represent civil service. You don't see them, but people don't understand that you can actually go to these forums where there are. They make it a local area where you can just go to. You can go to any board meeting anytime you want and sit in the audience and actually get up and talk.
Yeah, and then you can contact me. My number is published. I have email. I'm on Facebook. So, we are accessible. And that's one thing I want to be accessible to people.
Well, shout out to our local, I'm sorry, Dash, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all I was going to say. People can reach out. It's not this separation between the politicians. I don't think I'm on this pedestal. This is just the time that, God, I feel like God put me in this place, and I have to be a good steward of that. We're going to have church this morning.
I see. Look, first of all, shout out to our our loyal people. Thank you for being on board all the time and listening to Brothers and actually participate. We got our boy, cousin Jack, and then we got cousin Jimmy Jam. Then we got, of course, my mom on her somewhere. And then we
hey,
got
mama, hey, cousin.
But so this the time, y'all, that y'all can actually call in and maybe real quick ask a brief question to your representative. We got Dasha right here. You might have a question because she represents you. While we going on today, you okay with that, Doc? You okay?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
The number is on the description. You can call in 615-745-9438. But now let's go to the KC thing. What can we do about KC in general?
Oh, wait, that's a whole lot of praying.
I know it's a whole lot of praying.
I watched the podcast last week with Tinian, and everything y'all said was on point. So just to say, Knoxville College is open. We offer virtual programs, virtual online classes. So that's a good time. We're kind of on even ground with other schools. We already had our online platform started. We offer Associate of Arts degree. I had to write it down because we have different concentrations.
But is it accreditation?
Oh, through Tennessee Higher Education Commission. So you only accredited by the state of Tennessee.
Oh, so
if you want to transfer your degree to somewhere else, you have to call that school to see if they would take your degree from Knoxville College.
Oftentimes, any school you gotta, all credits transfer over, but the accreditation meaning that your piece of paper when they do graduate do mean something.
Yes, the Tennessee Higher Education gave us permission to offer classes. We are in the process of getting our accreditation from, I think it's called Transactional Christian or I don't remember the name of the accreditation agency, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all good because it's important that we can, where your paper do work, that 100,000, whatever you're going to be paying for, going to be worth something when you walk out.
And we have had 2 graduations. Our first graduation after KC was closed in 2017. So we had our first graduation last year at Macmillan Chapel.
Yeah.
Somebody must
Sorry,
be
my mama was calling me too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I said, what's up?
I tell her. You said, what's up? You didn't know where Burlington was, but that's okay. But anyway, we had our first graduation in 2019 on campus. And then we had our last graduation in May 2020. We did have a virtual graduation. So yeah, and we have students. We have about 35 students. Some of them are people who went to KC back in the day and they never finished, and it's important for them to complete their degree and have that Knoxville College diploma.
They should understand that though. And this is on campus living. They aren't living. Where are they going to class at? I mean,
it's online.
Oh, all online. Okay, so
all of it's online.
Okay, so
we have a computer lab. So if you don't have internet access, you can actually come to the campus and take your classes.
Oh, okay. So, in regards, I'm thinking it wasn't even still open. I'm thinking that we need to make it into some hotels or something. But
so I need you to post knoxvillecollege.edu. That's our website.
Mm-hmm.
Have they updated the brochures yet?
And guess what? And classes are free. Huh?
Have they updated the brochures yet with them 1994 high tops and dude wearing them British
and our website is being updated.
Okay. They put them on. They took them old people off. This, you got these folks. Ooh, Knoxville College is nice. When you go to a third world country, it's like, hey, Yeah, it is nice. When you go over here, like that picture was 1987.
Yeah, back in the day. So, well, okay, so let's be serious. So, KC, you can get your degree from KC, your Associates of Arts degree, and it's free. So, the pain. Let's talk about the pain. The pain is the property. KC property. So, do y'all know the story of what happened with a previous president who took out the $5 million loan?
No, tell us about it.
So, I mean, I think that was in 2009. Don't get it's so many years and numbers in my brain. I get confused on that. But in 2009, around that time, one of the former presidents took out a $5 million loan.
For what?
And she was hoping
for what now?
To help restore the buildings. Don't think that happened, obviously. So our biggest issue is our debt. We haven't not been able to pay that debt. So that debt, so KC, even though people always ask who owns KC, well, it's governed by the Board of Trustees. But we all know that when you have a debt, who really owns it is the person that you have your debt to. But we govern KC, and our goal is to get rid of that debt. And there's definitely a lot of capital campaigns to help raise money for the debt.
That's what's up. This was important. Like the KC conversation was important to me because, as you see, the podcast is called Two Brothers from C-Hillz. Troy live in Nashville now. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but we both was raised in College Hills community. It's called Ridgebrook now. And I remember a time like growing up, Knoxville College was a thriving college. It was lively. I used to walk up there and play basketball when I was like in middle school and high school with the people that went to school there to get my skills together. Like, what is it going? I don't know what it would take to get back to thriving like that, but that's
right now I'm advocating for a master development plan. Everybody else, if you look at UT, and I know y'all don't live here, but UT's campus has changed a lot. They have tore down buildings and built up buildings.
Yeah.
Why can't we as Black people do the same thing?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what they say?
But I know
you know why though, Doc, right? Everybody always say we don't have
wealth gap.
No, well, you got man, this bring camera twitching, but you know when you got the everybody always say resources. We don't have enough money. And it's one thing to keep throwing money at something, but if you have nobody if you don't have the know-how to actually keep it and actually grow it, like a lot of these big schools and bigger white schools got endowment funds is coming from wherever, but they continuously investing in different stuff that's growing the money.
And that's a testament, how the Black struggle. It's kind of like HBCUs. I mean, if you look at it, several HBCUs have closed down over the years. We're all struggling. We should have our own accreditation agency because Knoxville College lost its accreditation in 97. So you know that started going downhill then. Well, before 97, it started going downhill. Then they lost their accreditation in 97. And then, here we are now with blighted property, blighted buildings. But I think if you have a strategic plan, you are transparent about your plan and transparent of the past of the school, I think people will get on there. I keep telling people, I say, we live in a Black Lives Matter world right now. We need to be using this time to be very strategic on what we're going to do for our communities. Yeah. Or we're going to lose them. Yeah. We are in a now or never moment.
Like I'm losing y'all now with this freaking camera twitching all over the place. Well, I swear to God, boy, I tell you, if it ain't one thing, I'm so glad we got y'all. That's what's wrong with the community right now with this camera community going on. But we were thinking about the fact about what we're trying to do and growing what people always say we should go back and give back all the time, right? You should go back and give back.
Mm-hmm. But where your money going, what we giving to?
Yeah, what we giving to, that's a true statement.
So, I mean, because that's a real conversation that some of our KC alums like, what we giving to? Like, where's the change? Where's the transformation? I think that's why we get frustrated as Blacks, not just about KC, but about community. Why are we going to that meeting? Every time we have a meeting, it's still the same 10 years later.
Yeah, the same thing. Like you just said a key thing. Where is it going to? BLM the community, the system itself, people always want to know where's the money going. It's one thing to have a whole lot of money, but what is it going to and what is it actually going to do? And that's the truth. That's in anything. You got to be transparent, but everybody want to tell you where everything is going because they might be pocketing it or going down to the freaking, going to casino using campaign money.
Well, that's not me.
We ain't talking about you, Lundy. We know that. That's what I'm saying though. Every time you say you put your trust in somebody,
and
you put your trust in it, you put your thoughts behind it, and because you know why we end up doing a lot of stuff because we broke.
We broke.
And since you broke and you finally get some money, it's like going to people tell you don't get no student loan, but why? They don't give you the why. You know, don't get no student loan because your mama told you not to do it because she don't know how to manage her money. And then you go into it and learn and you start spending money and running your debt up. And then you start saying, well, man, you go tell your kids, don't do that. No, it's just the fact you just gotta be educated on what to do with your funds. So when you get this when people get campaign money and stuff like that, it's not the fact that you go use it for your personal self. You just got this card and said, man, I got some bread. I'm gonna go, I can use that for lunch. I mean, I went to a lunch, we talked about campaign. Well, no, that's, and then, and then we gotta understand that our stuff is not the same. With Joe Armstrong and all this stuff, he didn't have an issue. I'm going in a whole different thing now. He didn't have no issue about the fact that he participated in the cigarette tax or whatever, stamps or whatever. It's the fact that he didn't show that he made money from it. And then we end up getting, and then then you got another black person in the black area, the black politician that now who had a great running year, now his whole legacy tarnished.
Yeah.
And we bring
the world that, it's just not built for us, and that's why we have to be very wise of how we operate and actually come together and support. Even if one of our men fall, we don't need to stamp them to the ground and dog them out. We need to offer grace to people. And we need to, even if a person needs to sit back, like, look, we still love you, but sit back, let's figure out how we can help you. Because it is hard to compete on that level, not so on a county local level as far as being rich, but on a state level, a lot of those people that are in politics are businessmen.
Yeah, they already
they don't have to work. State reps, I think, only get paid $30,000 a year. That's not enough to raise your family on.
Right.
I mean, people do it. But how do you compete? How do you sit in the rooms when businessmen, they already have money in the bank that they can do what they need to do to go to the meetings, to meet with the right people, to get the funding back to the community.
Yeah.
We come in broke.
We come in from working. You end up
we work regular jobs, and then when you a state rep, you're on the road 4 times every week. So when you supposed to work if you have a regular job, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that we have to learn and figure that out and really help support our state reps, because everybody does not come from money, especially Black people.
Yeah, it sound like we need a bank in Knoxville, a Black-owned bank.
Yeah, and we had one in 1973.
And then what happened to that bank, Dr. Lundy?
I don't know. I wish I
probably had some money situation going on.
It probably did.
They had the money right, and somebody done lent out the bar $5 million, and the next day, they renege on the bill, and and say I ain't got it.
And then the people suffered. I mean, because I feel like this is just my personal issue. Sometimes I feel like we get so selfish, we don't realize that we're here to serve others. And if I'm able to create wealth, my wealth should be helping to build a community and not build me.
That's a true statement.
And we haven't learned that as a community.
Learned it. When are we going to? We keep doing.
I'm not sure.
Who responsibility is it? The personal responsibility though, Doc?
Is it a person? I think it's everyone has their own path, and you get to choose how you want to live your life and what's your legacy.
After so long, you can only say, well, we don't have, we don't do, we don't have, we don't do. And it's like, okay, but when are we going to make a decision to say, I'm going to do it?
Yeah. And I'm hoping that we can empower people, and you all can empower people through your podcast. Let's do it. Let's stop waiting on others to take care of us. It's our time. We are the most creative race in the world.
Yeah, we create
we can create some stuff. I mean, especially on the internet, I just laugh. I say, I love Black people because I would have never thought of something like that. But, we need to stop dogging each other out when someone's trying to step out and be creative and do something different. We are the first ones to say, you can't do that. You ain't this, that, you ain't that. Mm-hmm. We tear each other down.
Well, when you got folks that you put your trust in for a while, and they say, send me your grit money. I want the grits. I want the grits money. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Play it. You got to for us to play. I don't know his name though.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
See?
Did y'all hear that?
What happened?
Quaker Grits is $20 million a year off Black folks. Quaker Grits. Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year, and I will build 10 schools across this country.
See, that's the problem. We get folks that supposedly have all these good intentions. They say they're going to build a school. It's been 7 years. You done raised up this much money, and you still ain't built one school. And then you always go back to nobody helping me. Send me some more money. Send me some more money. And then they start, like we talked about before, you don't know where the money's going. So you're like, where's the money going? And what happened is that we don't know. A lot of people don't know, and we don't have the know-how at times. We just want to see somebody do well. We easily get lured into like the blessing flowers and everything like that. And I don't know if y'all got called about being a part of the blessing flowers. Put $500 in, you're gonna get $20 million back in 6 months. It's gonna go in the circle. Then the person get in the middle, you get another $3. And it's just a whole lot. Then we get lured in, and just say, "Oh, that didn't work." And then we start getting jaded, and then we start talking bad about each other again and talking about how we ain't by doing nothing. But I think it's.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, why do you think? I guess with Dr.
Umar Johnson.
Do you think we start off too big? Like, can he not have a school that's in a house?
Not only that, Doc. Why can't we just do it online? Everybody online.
Yeah, well, we have to do it online because we're in a pandemic. I mean, to me, online is the future. A lot of jobs are going online. We need to teach our kids all about artificial intelligence, all this technology that I'm still trying to figure out. They need that's the future. Technology is the future. Yeah. And you're right. I don't know what we're going to do with all these buildings because a lot of big companies are realizing that their employees are more efficient at home than they are in the office.
And so I think with KC, if they want to build some revenue, this was my thing and my encouragement. And this for you could take back to the board and talk about is that why don't we start leasing out some of the buildings to bring companies in there to work?
And that's something we're talking about. So we did start a Knoxville College Community Development Corporation last year. And that's the thing is like, how can we use that campus to help serve the community? So that's my conversation. Every time I come to a board meeting, I remind people we have a 42% poverty rate among Blacks.
That's a lot.
And people don't stay.
So, and we lack affordable housing. So do we put affordable housing on campus? Do we have a business incubator on campus? Do we do trades on campus? It's so many problems we can solve. If we solve the problems of the community, KC can come back.
What you need from us, Doc, before you go? What do you need from the community that you serve right now?
I need your voice.
Coming up.
I need you to advocate. I don't need you to be afraid and sit back. If you have an idea, I say one thing that I have noticed since I've been on the board of Knoxville College, people can look at our website. You know my name, you know other names of the board of trustees. I only have received like 1 or 2 emails from alumni.
And that's an important thing too, because what will happen is we leave and don't ever, and you're right, because even Tennessee State, we leave, say, well, they got my money, and if you forget all about it, and you don't want to go back and talk to them about it, and the school's in challenge and shambles, and nobody's really shambles, and nobody's trying to cooperate.
KC be having reunions. Haven't they had like a reunion recently?
Every year they have homecoming. Every year is homecoming. And it's amazing. And we're doing homecoming this year virtually.
Okay. Mm-hmm. My aunt used to work at KC, and her daughters, they be going to the reunions like every year, and I seen them post pictures of of them at a reunion last year, I think. And I was just wondering, like, people don't, like, how many people reach? You only got one phone call? That's crazy. I should have them call you in contact.
Just two.
Yeah, but I think, I think that's what it takes. Sometimes, I know we feel like we on this island. When you're a leader, sometimes you feel like on this island by yourself, and some people like, well, maybe she's too busy. Because I know people's like, well, I know you're busy, I don't want to reach out to you, but I need you to. If you have a concern,
drop your phone number. Tell us.
My phone number is 865-806-9061. My email is dashalundy@gmail. My Knox County email is dasha.lundy@knoxcounty.org.
So no more excuses about how you cannot reach these people, find them. They don't come to me. Sometimes you might have to go out to them.
Yeah. Because we got other things going. We got like I have a meeting after that. Sometimes I can get caught up in my routine. It's not like I'm not working, doing other stuff, but maybe you have a good idea that God deposited in your spirit last night, but you're too scared to reach out. Text. Email. If you don't want to call, text me. Like, they should consider this. I'm thinking about this. I loved y'all conversation about KC last week, because it lets me know that people are talking, because we need community backup with KC. It can't not be supported by the lungs.
So let's see.
They're
here.
getting older.
We got some comments on here. Then they learned, okay, he said, Tommy said, these are easy fixes. The thing is, we don't trust ourselves. We have to allow room for mistakes collectively. We're too fast to throw a person away. Yes,
I agree. If I make one mistake, y'all gonna throw me under the bus. But I always just look at my heart. I'm not perfect, but I really want to see our community look better than it does now.
Right.
And I see the shifting in our community. As you drive down Magnolia, you see less of us and more of others.
And you know what?
You know what happens with that? You get on a baseball stadium's coming.
Hey. And Austin Homes. It's the baseball stadium's coming.
Austin Homes is going to be mixed income housing. It's still going to have some subsidized housing. Then you have the affordable housing. Then you have market rate.
What's the percentage of Black people in Knoxville? Because you said 42 or 43%.
42% poverty rate among Blacks. The percentage of Knox County is about 17%.
Look at that. Look how bad. So out of 17%, 42% of those people are below poverty.
Yeah.
We don't have, so let's really think about this. Let's look at numbers. So I got some numbers from the Chamber of Commerce, and the last set of numbers, which was a couple years ago, so it might have changed. We only had 41 Blacks in Knoxville who made over 500 grand. No, over 250 grand. 41 people. We're broke collectively.
Well, shoot, if Trevor moved back, he'll have half of the income himself. He like the young Bezos down there, you know.
I'm trying to get some money.
Come send your money here. We need to build some housing.
Hey, you know what? I'm so glad you from Knoxville, and you represent. You know why? Because you said her. And when we outside of Knoxville and people see us say, instead of saying here, we say her.
Yeah.
They come down her.
Yeah.
Where are you from? You're from Knoxville. That's why when I first moved to TSU, when I went to Nashville, and you know, my voice and diction and word pronunciation wasn't really at all what it is.
Mine is not as yeah.
You said, where you from? Knoxville. Where's Knoxville at? Where's Knoxville at? I'm from her. Come over here. Go call the bird. But either way.
And the reason we started this podcast was so we could connect with people that's like doing positive things in the community. Mm-hmm. We wanted to because we come from a place where people will follow us that might not think like us, that might not have the mentality as us, because we had to come up out of that thought process. So we started this podcast so we could touch back and touch bases with people that's doing things so we could reach out to the community. And I think that we're doing that, and I appreciate you coming on the podcast, and I'm going to do whatever I got to do, you know what I'm saying, to help and uplift and lift and give a hand, because, man, I know home, we needed it home. You just said 17% of the city is Black. and 42% of us is not doing too well.
Yeah, and we need to invest in our communities, and we don't need to be in competition. So if Trevor got some money, Dasha got some money, Troy got some money, let's put our money in a pot. Let's buy a house together. It doesn't have to be big, y'all. If it's one piece of blighted property, let's buy it. Let's keep it affordable. Either we sell it or we rent it out. Whatever profit we get, we don't put it in our pockets. Let's buy the next one.
Yeah.
Real quick. First of all, Jim said, but really, what is affordable housing?
It's not supposed to be over 30%. You shouldn't be spending over 30% of your income for it to be affordable.
Mm-hmm. And then
so you have to be careful about using, because that gets people confused, because there's an issue that was going on, I think, in the Farragut area, that they was trying to build affordable housing. And so people like, I don't want the projects over here, because you think that the affordable housing is probably, but it's actually workforce housing. So let's think about that. So if you live in Farragut and you're a teacher, you can't afford the houses in Farragut. That's why you need workforce housing. So your teachers, your police officers, just general workforce house. And that's what we need. So that, I guess that's the more correct term instead of saying affordable, because we get lost in affordable and we lose our whole conversation. So workforce housing. And right now houses, and I think new construction in Knoxville, I think it's like 150 or 175,000. And so that's not very affordable for people who work at, who do retail, who teach.
Yeah.
No.
When you get into a profession like teaching, you know that you're not gonna get rich. If you do any civic citizen type, it's a good thing. You need to say this right quick. Explain the fact that you didn't get into this to get rich, because they ain't paying you nothing.
No.
To be a servant.
No.
You getting paid. It's for the fact of, you might have some accolades that come along with it. You are a commissioner. You got some. You can go somewhere somebody might know you, but then they can blame you for everything too. Yeah. And you're not getting into teaching and being a policeman or anything like that to get paid. And that's why a lot of people oftentimes take bribes and money, because you don't have the money. You're not in it to get paid. So you got to go into the right heart. Like my mom always say, like she's saying now. She's saying, let's quit talking about it. Let's do something about it. We're always talking about how Black community this and Black community that, where we end up thinking we're all the same when we're not. But it's come to the point where you got to actually do something about it.
Yeah, because God called us to. God has called us to do great things. And we have to live up to our potential. And there's so much more that we can do. But first of all, we need to have forgiving hearts.
Yeah. I'll tell you last thing. I'll tell you what's different between oftentimes communities in general. In the community I live in now, believe me, they calling their politician and their local rep instantly. If the trash ain't picked up fast enough, they calling somebody. If someone bark too loud or pass gas too loud, they calling somebody. That's the one thing about in our community, we think it's snitching. You say, hey, the trash ain't get picked up. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna get nobody on me, but we're gonna talk about it, but I ain't gonna say nothing about it. And that's the time, oftentimes you need to call and say something about it. People actually will listen. They want your ideas and thought process. Dr. Lundy, you got the last word.
I appreciate you and Trevor for having me on. I hope I'm invited again and let's talk more. But I just want to challenge people. Let's empower our community. You do not have to do anything big. We don't need $1 million. We just need everybody coming together, and we can get that $1 million. But right now we need to come together first and get our plan together. And let's elevate our community, because I believe it's our time. Thank you.
Is it our time, Doctor? Is it our time?
It's our time.
I tell you, but the last thing you ain't worried about is the grit money.
Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year?
I appreciate it, Doc. We appreciate you.
Thank you all.
Appreciate coming on here.
Have a blessed day, Doctor. Don't forget that jog and that cup of coffee.
I know that's right.
And don't forget that meeting to go to. All right, then.
Bye.
Yeah. Man, that was a good convo, man. That was a good convo.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate Miss Dasha Lundy coming on the show.
Yeah,
she did her thing, man.
we appreciate y'all actually commenting and being involved with that, man. That was huge. That was huge, man.
Yeah.
Commenting, talking about that, and get some things going. And we're always talking about back. Here it is. And that's your representative right there. If you live from all the way from Houston and over there, what she said in Burlington, all the way to Lionsdale, that's your rep.
Yeah.
And she gonna put the comment. I'm gonna tell her to make sure she put that in put her comment stuff in the.
And you just met the person who's representing you, so she's representing you and the community that you live in. Represent her well. You know what I'm saying? Represent her well. What's good though, Troy, man? So
this is the thing about it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, man. So the thing is this. Now it's time to move on to what we come here to do, and that's educate. We already educating. We inspiring folks to make sure they understand new things and do what they're doing. But I gotta ask you this though, Trill.
What's good, my brother?
You seen the Deion Sanders? Let's talk a little sports right quick. You seen Deion Sanders been talking to Jackson State, another HBCU.
Okay.
Historically black college.
Yeah. Coaching,
been a head coach. Do you think his son gonna go to HBCU though?
Yeah, if his daddy though. I think if Deion coached that HBCU, they'll start stealing talent from big boy schools.
But the thing is, you got big boy stuff, big boy schools going on. You got more exposure, more opportunities when you go to the big boy schools. You think that's going to happen?
You would think, but Deion face hold a lot of weight because when Deion and his son came to Knoxville
and dusted T. Martin's son, dusted him.
What channel was they on?
I think ESPN. Yeah, everybody on high school on ESPN right now. Period.
Yeah, but see, if Deion is your coach at the HBCU, y'all gonna be on ESPN.
Hold on,
just because
Jack said he committed to FAMU. Yeah, right. Deion Sanders' son committed to FAMU. If he is, look, everybody, this is the time now for any black, because majority of the athletes are all black, right? The top producers.
Come together.
You can come to these black schools and actually bring revenue to it by you showing up.
You get the best players in the world. I could go to a HBCU because all of them black.
Yeah, they are majority. They could go. They could, but either. But I don't see his son. I was wondering. I've been wanting to know if his son would actually go to HBCU because his daddy coaching.
I think if his father coaches, he will. But see, now if you ain't going to Deion school, those black kids ain't going to a HBCU because if you go to University of Tennessee, they're gonna buy you an Escalade.
But they ain't gonna tell you they're gonna buy it.
They ain't gonna say it,
hands,
but you're gonna be driving it.
You're gonna be driving.
And if you go to KC, you're gonna be riding the BMX. But I'm just saying. I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Is it a 10-speed or a 5-speed? It's at least got to be a 10-speed on it.
Nah, they toy on now.
Hold on. First of all, KC ain't buying nobody no bikes. They got 36 students.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I was just using, you know what I'm saying? But the HBCU fact, though, the HBCU, you know what I'm saying? That's. Hey, I see. You know what I'm saying? I got a question, fam. I ain't trying to switch the topic, but
no, you find them. We good now.
It's a lot of females in the comment section, a lot of women in the comment section.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and get them. Get one off right quick.
And if they want to call in, this ain't a question for you. If they want to call in and answer this question. Why do y'all think that men cheat?
Okay.
Why do y'all think men cheat? Leave a comment or call in. Why do y'all think that men cheat?
Quiet. It's crickets.
Yeah.
Why do men cheat? I mean, I tell you, you know what? Men probably possibly cheat because of the fact, well, they cheat because sometimes they want to get something that they're not getting at the house. I had a guy, one of my boys told me that went through a divorce recently, said that, you know what, I thought, because we always think the grass is greener on the side. I just realized my little thing in the back is crooked, backwards, but the two brothers is backwards. But
It ain't on my end though. It ain't on my end.
Okay, cool. He said that he thought he was in love. He realized that he was in love with the thought of something, doing something else, but not actually doing it. That makes sense. So like, cause you know, cause he thought it was greener on the other side, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's when you realize that because you're not getting this, not getting that. That's why people be having them little freaks on the side.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happened when that freak still telling you no? I got a headache. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. Now you go twice.
Yeah. You're investing in multiple areas.
Multiple areas. Now your brain invested, your body, emotion invested. But then also, man, you just hard. You selfish. That's why people be cheating. They selfish.
They selfish. That's why men cheat.
But I'm talking from a male experience. They selfish.
Okay. That's why I asked the question. I told the ladies, there's a lot of ladies on here looking. I was gonna tell them to call in or leave a question.
I bet one thing that they're gonna do. They're gonna probably put you don't be scared to speak up. Don't just type in the comments.
They in the comments. They ain't calling, but they saying.
You know what? Hey, go ahead. What is it? What we got?
They saying women cheat too. Know what I'm saying?
They show
both men and women cheat.
They show.
Then they said, and everybody asking, how do we call in? You look in the description. Click that arrow.
Here's the number: 615-745-9438. 615-745-9438. Tommy, you need to call in too. You think you're the love expert? This boy always he always putting these posts up talking about relationships all the time. He need to call in and talk about it. Why men be cheating? Why men cheat?
Yeah.
I have no more words for you. They think they want something that they ain't got. That's all it is to it.
That's what it is. They think that they want something that they ain't got.
Right. So like, what good is to have a freak, but they run their mouth all the time, talk crazy to you.
Yeah. I don't know why men cheat. I'm not a cheater, but I just want to know.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? I don't cheat. At the end.
you can have the thought come across your head, but you can't. The thought come across your head, but you got to stop them birds from
Is that cheating?
Oh, that's biblical right now. You're going biblical because now you done done it in your heart.
Is the thought cheating? She walked by you, like, ooh.
No, I don't think it's no cheating, man. Because you you can admire a flower. You don't have to go touch it and smell it.
Ooh, you can admire a flower. You know I'm country. I can't even say. Do you tongue twist?
You ain't gotta touch it and go smell it.
Yeah. You
ain't gotta touch it, go smell it. You ain't gotta touch it, go smell it. You can look at it. It's even women that look at flowers all the time. Women look at flowers too. Oh, look at that. Then you like, oh, that's another thing. Why is it? Oh, that's another. Why is there why is there double standards? A girl can look at a dude. Look at a girl. Oh, she got a bubble.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's stacked. Oh my God. But if a dude say, man, he look good. Oh, you gay?
Yeah.
You're not calling it what it is. That's a good looking guy right there.
Yeah.
Handsome brother right there. You gotta be all educated with it. You can't just say, oh, that's a good looking dude. They like,
I do that when I'm in the gym. Homeboy look good. He's strong.
Look how you had to break it down. You had to do all the extra stuff. You can't just say, it's good right there.
He's been putting the hours in. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a handsome young man.
Or why can't a girl go up and slap somebody? Oh, okay, I see you girl with that tight, firm one. If a dude go slap a dude on the butt, not like a basketball, like good job. It's more of like, oh, dude, that's kind of.
He might poop when you do that.
That's a double standard. People can go up and say, girl, look at you, got your stuff in check, touching stuff, but a dude go up and touch them, man, look at you. Hey, man, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's a fact. Now, okay, since the coronavirus started, we've been at a lack of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Not now on the internet, we have been entertained. But I'm talking about going outside, going to the movies, going to sporting events, going to a concert. Mm-hmm. Then I see like hip hop artists and people that's in music has been doing drive-in concerts. Would you attend one of those?
Oh my! Go ahead. Now, I just had a thought process. I seen something on CNN, I think, one of them news outlets, man, of a drive-up strip club, dude.
A drive-up strip
club. They had the person. had the person behind the glass, the little plastic on the floor twerking and everything, just on the floor. You just driving through like an alley.
And throw a couple dollars.
You throw it out there. Literally, this is a drive through stripping. They out there with no clothes on, out there just,
twerking
on the sidewalk.
With the music playing from a Bluetooth speaker.
Literally. From the Bluetooth to the car, they just popping and twerking and stuff and throwing the money on the glass thing, man. But now, would you go? It depends on what it is, but that might be pretty cool to go to a drive-in concert. Have you ever been to a drive-in movie before?
No.
It would be just like Woodstock, I would think. It would be just like Coachella, whatever you call it. Not Coachella, but the Coachella, what you call them, the little concert to be outside.
Coachella?
Yeah, you got that, or something like it'll be Bonnaroo. I mean, it seems like why not? People do it all the time. They just now that's all you can do.
You can't get out your car. See, I get uncomfortable. I'll be in the car, the SUV or whatever for an hour while somebody up there performing.
Oh no, yeah, I get you. You can't sit on your hood or nothing. You got to sit in the car the whole time.
I don't know. I ain't never been in no drive-in situation, but I see that like people are doing drive-in concerts, and I was wondering, you know what I'm saying? Is that something you attend?
I do that.
Okay.
I would, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not gonna do it. But but I guess I can't believe no one called in. People be talking all that yin yang with their girlfriends and people on the side, but they scared to step up to the plate and give their 2 cents. Why is that?
I don't know. The county commissioner was just on.
He was saying, "Hey, how I call in? It's right there in front of you."
And
we said it out. I got a question though, man. I got a question.
Yeah.
Whenever something goes down of injustice, you got one dude that always show up like Don King at every boxing match. You know what that is?
Who was that, my brother?
Used to be Jesse Jackson now.
Yeah. Oh, I know who it is now. Now you said that. I know who it is.
Ben Crump like freaking Don. He like Don. How your boy used to be at everybody. You know how that person to be in the match, in the ring all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. We got somebody calling. Here we go. Here we go.
Jack Ball.
We got cousin Jack on the phone.
What's up, cuz?
Man, you know call in, man.
It ain't a show with cousin Jack on it. Jack, why men cheating, man? Which one you gonna talk about first, bro?
Why men cheating? Why women cheating?
Now see, there he go. Oh my God.
No. They always won't put it on the dude, though.
It's always the dude's fault, man. It's always his fault.
No, I can't accept that, man. I cannot accept that, man. Because women,
it's 50-50.
Women be on some slick, grimy stuff too, man.
They do.
Never catch them. We don't be looking for it like how they be looking for it. They be looking for it. You know what I mean?
But dudes are stupid though. I mean, they be leaving their phone out, doing silly stuff. They ain't clearing the cookies of history out. They just freaking, on some dumb, and then like, oh, who was Kelly? Like, what do you mean, Kelly? I work with her.
Yeah.
Oh, you saying we ain't slick enough with it, huh?
Nah, women, they be extra slick, but a woman have a whole nother baby on somebody. You think it's yours? You think it's yours for 20 years? You think it's yours for 20 years to find out? Y'all seen that video of that dude? His girl. It's a video I see. His girl said, "Oh my God, is this tickets to Aruba?" You're like, "Yeah, nah, just take a look at it." He got all these bags. She pulled out these bags, pulled out more bags, and it had a fraternity test in it. And the little girl, 3 years old, she said, "Why are you doing this?" He said, "Because he been taking care of this baby for 3 years." She done had a whole nother baby on the dude.
Oh man. Dang, so how is that possible?
But he apparently he didn't see no difference in the baby. But people might have said that baby don't look like you, man. That baby don't look. I got a family member that got a whole white baby, dog. And that baby don't look nothing like him. And he went along with it, like saying it was his. Even the judge told him it wasn't his. He started crying. Like, how did you believe that baby was yours? That baby is fully white.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Why do women cheat then, Jack?
Why do women cheat?
Mm-hmm. Why would they cheat?
Why would they cheat?
Mm-hmm.
the same reason why dudes cheat. They want to try something else. You know what I mean? Maybe they not getting pleased right or something. I don't know.
Is it always sex? Is it always sex related? It can't always be sex.
It's sex with men. It ain't sex with women.
Women, yeah. That's that. I mean, I don't know. Shit, some women it could be with sex too. They ain't getting treated. They ain't get it done right.
They ain't getting it back, bro.
Right.
They ain't getting their back, bro.
Hey. You ain't making me get that orgasm I need. Yeah, I need to go find something else.
Look at how we go from politics to freaking busing one. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No, that's good. We keep a range of topics. That's a wonderful thing.
You know,
life is meant to be lived, my brother.
That'd be interesting though. That'd be important to see. That'd be important to see why. Because if a female cheat on you, from my understanding, their emotions are gone. You know, women can forgive dudes because dudes oftentimes are not emotionally attached.
Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Jack, we're gonna have somebody call in right quick.
Okay, that's bet.
I appreciate you calling in, my dog. It ain't a show without Jack calling in, at least saying what's up.
Yeah. Love, cuz.
I'm listening.
All right. But you know what? Because what they have I noticed though, which we do know, you know, like if a female is done, they're done.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's see. Please let this be a female. Welcome to Two Brothers. Who it is?
Oh, this ain't no female.
Turn the computer down. Who is this? Is this who I think it is? Oh, put the computer on mute since you're the love expert, sir. Why do women cheat, Mr. Winton?
Why do women cheat?
No, who? What you say?
I'm just saying. You said why? I thought it was why do men, but I'll touch on that too. See, why do you always want the women to attack me? You know what I'm saying?
Why do men cheat, Mr. Winton?
Okay, I know either way because really the big thing is the bias that most people cheat for the same reasons, man. You can be lacking something physically, you can be lacking something emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. Whatever someone gives you that you're lacking, or people are gonna get. If you broke, you ain't gonna turn down money. You know what I mean? It's hard for money to be flashed in your face, especially if you don't have that connection with your partner. Because a lot of people don't have that connection to be able to, and it's not just with their partner, it could be with family, anything, cheating on anything, any type of relationship where people do not feel fulfilled with the connection with the person that they supposedly are cheating on. You know what I mean? Because cheating don't have to be physical at all.
Hey, I got a question to ask you, my brother. Okay. So you said a person could be lacking in one area. Now, my thought process of that is that I can't be the woman's everything, and she can't be my everything. Is that do that give like options for you to be in multiple relationships? Because I could be pleased by her in this area, I can be pleased by her in that area, because we can't be each other's everything.
I don't need nobody giving my wife the D. and she up here making all them noises. It's like, hey man, I can provide. I got the money, but if my wife in the other room getting broke off, back broke. Oh my God! Like, dude, no. You need to get up. First of all, why you even here?
That could be your area of expertise.
Let me hit you with this. Okay, let me hit you with this because I totally understand. it. And where he's going basically is a subject that you already me and you dabble in is poly, but we're not gonna jump all the way into that. Okay. But when I say I did say when somebody is lacking somewhere, but when I also took a step back to say that it's not it's more of the communication of who you with, because I would say 90% of relationships, people are not even comfortable being their self with their partner. When we go into relationships, a lot of times we put our best foot forward. You know, you see that person and people always want to be like, you know, don't look at me sexually and all that type of stuff. But the first thing I got when I see you is a physical attraction. That's the first thing I have. I can't look at you and tell that you're intelligent. I can't look at you and tell that you're crafty. I can't look at you and tell you. All I know is that you are appealing to the eye. So once you get past that stage, then it becomes, are you able to be the person you are? I don't need you to put that person that you think I want you to be. I don't need you to be that person that, or me be the person I think you need me to be. I have to be comfortable and able to be able to tell you when I'm hurt. I need to be able to tell you I'm hurting the same way I'm telling you when I just got the job promotion. You know what I mean? So I can tell you that I got a job promotion and I can't do anything. I can do this much and do this, but I can't come to you and tell you that I just had the worst day at work and my boss said something that hurt my pride. Then that's part of the lacking, and that's what leads to that what we'll say thought type person. Or whatever that they want to say, that's sitting there, that listen to your problems and not judge you. You know what I mean? Because when we do get in that relationship, we feel that we have the authority to judge that other person, tell them what they doing is not right or what they doing, and that comes from our opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Tommy, you said something though that you slid on in there that nobody really caught. I don't know.
I know you talking.
I know you. You know. So not everybody doing multiple. Have multiple, like my boy Nino and Tommy do. They got, they got a whole clan of folks.
Hold up now.
We ain't got no clan.
No clan.
We gonna keep it. But I mean, I know a couple people. You trying to bait me into this conversation, but I'm a bite. I'm a bite for you. And then what I say is, this is what I say about poly relationships, okay? The problem with it is we all focus so much on the physical aspect of it. That's the thing. And to me, I can't speak for everybody, because just like in a monogamous relationship, whatever it is that you make it to be, whatever fits for you is what fits for you. So I can't give you the blueprint for a female-male poly relationship, or a male-female-male poly relationship, or male-female-male-female. There's all kinds of different things that go on, and it's what suits you. It's like if you are in a relationship and your sole goal is to start to create generational wealth for your family. Okay, you look at a situation to where, like we were just talking about, the majority of the Black people live in poverty. We literally are collectively lacking when it comes to finances. And you think about, on top of that, you also think about how there are a large sum of single mothers. Not saying that just because you're a single mother that you need to just grab some guy. Not saying that, but there is a small group, and this is where I got on when you were saying, when I got on Troy was saying you digging into my dude Dr. Umar, because he got some good teachers, but he be on a little BS sometimes.
He be way on the BS. I need the grit money.
I mean, he get on it sometimes. He get on, don't hit me with the grit money thing. I know you got to hit that button on me.
Send me your grit money.
The thing is, there are so many people. I know I watch daily women who bash women who are in poly relationships and call them weak, and they just want to get whatever they want, or a man just being greedy and blah, 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 and all this. And that same woman is literally dealing with a man in a relationship, and you're hiding it. And I'm like, so you're going to hide your relationship with this man and struggle, when you can just be open, have a sit down, y'all have a conversation, and y'all could actually build some type of foundation for your families to actually prosper in life.
You see why folk, Trevor, he ended up having more. I love what he's saying. I need to join his group.
I got a question to ask this brother, though. I got a question to ask him, fam. Okay, so now they say that Black folks ain't originally from this country, right?
Let's see, Trevor about to pull him on and go and get him.
The country we from, how many wives are the man allowed to have?
Well, it's not for one to say where the country we're from, that means that we got to really do some type of research to find where we're from. But I get what you're saying. The continent where we're from and the several countries that we're from. It's widely accepted. See, we demonize it here in the U.S. because of our Western teachings, but there's no number. You have what's called polygyny. And polygyny, which is a form of a poly relationship, is a man with two wives. Now, a polygamous person is a man that just has multiple. They can have several wives. That's why you see like the shows where the white guys got like 10 wives and all that type of thing, and that structure. But what is mainly practiced in where we from is polygyny. And it's also practiced with women to have multiple husbands.
Oh, that's what I was going to get to. I'm going to get to that. When is it cool for a woman to have multiple dudes, though? Ugh.
It's cool whenever it's good in their dynamic. It's cool whenever it's fine. It's cool if these two men agree and these two men have some type of relationship, then that's fine. Like, I think it's terrible, too, that people also demonize the male, female, male aspect of it, because you can't look at her wrong. You can't. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. You can't say it's wrong. So it is, as long as that's in your dynamic, then it's fine. As long as if it works for you, it works for you. Nobody. It's like we live in a place right now where we force people to say, okay, if this man wants to be with a woman that was born a man, you need to accept that and not say nothing about them. But we're gonna talk about these people that want to be with two women or either be with two men. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool.
Well, I tell you what, Tommy, thank you so much for calling in, man, because we'll go all day, and we need to get some females in here to back up what anything is saying. But before you go, Tommy, I do need to know this though.
Give me your grit. Give me your grit. No more grit for 1 year.
No more grits for 1 year. Hey, Tommy, love you, man. Appreciate it. Hey, hey, Trail.
Yes, sir.
Can you do that for me?
Sacrifice our grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice
of grits?
Give me the grits. 19 million on Quaker grits.
I'll give you brothers the grit money for 1 month. 1 month. Send me the grits.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that?
Right on the front, on the description. Send us the grit money for 1 month.
Yeah. Send us your grit money.
Oatmeal money. Send us the oatmeal money for 1 month.
Your peanut butter cookie money.
Peanut butter cookie money. Debbie cake money.
Yeah. Cash App us the Debbie cake money.
Two Brother podcast. But come on.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody. Where's the women at?
The women, they don't like us, do they? I got a question. I got a question though.
But before you go to the next question though, but I cannot. It's as much work as it takes for one relationship. I can emotionally detach myself with multiple people.
Okay.
Make sure everybody's served properly.
Yeah.
I could have my wife have multiple dudes, and I'm next door working in the room. I just can't do that going on.
Yeah,
I can't do it, man. And the woman can't do it. But Jasmine said this. Jasmine mentioned this. Jasmine said you can cook and clean and do everything, do that all right, and still get cheated on. You right. I don't talk to women I know that was bad, supposedly people in the bed, nasty. They still get cheated on. They still get cheated on because they can't stop running their mouth about something. And then you know somebody that can clean and do stuff real good, and they can't do. They always got a headache all the time. They sick, they sleepy, tired.
That's fact.
And I know dudes that get cheated on left and right too. It's sadly it's just what it is.
Long John Silver get cheated on.
Long daddy leg over there. He still get cheated on. Because dude make more money than he do.
Yeah. Toddler leg, not baby leg.
But what's your question, man? Because we better go ahead. What's your question? Let's run over today. We having a good time. I hope y'all enjoying yourself.
Okay. This is for you, but this is the female perspective. It's another one of those questions.
All right.
early in the
Hold
conversation.
on. Why are you asking me from the female perspective and I'm not the female though? You saying this for you though, for the female perspective. I'm not
no. This is another one of those questions. It's just another one of those questions, but it's, you know, I gotta include the ladies in the podcast because the ladies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Early in the conversation or early in the situation, you done met a woman and she done gave you a nickname. Does that mean she feeling you?
But what type of nickname is it though? Because typically people got a nickname in their phone.
Okay, you've been talking to this girl for 3 days. She said, Mr. Smith.
Oh, she might respect you then. She respect you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
respect you.
Okay.
Like my wife called me Boo Boo. We call each other Boo Boo and stuff like, you know.
Yeah. Now my name Trevor. What if a girl called me Trev?
No,
early.
Early, okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't know. I wouldn't know because ain't nobody calling in as a female.
Yeah, the females ain't calling in. A nickname. The ladies, comment on that. Does that mean that the woman is feeling you if she gives you a nickname early, within 3-4 conversations?
Now, if she give you a nickname like, "Hey, Big Daddy," that's she got to look. I don't like being called daddy no more by nobody but my daughter and kids. I can't do it. Like, you know, back in the day, you say, "Yeah, call me Big Daddy." Man, that just I can't do it. Now that I got kids and they call me daddy, it just don't feel right.
Yeah,
it's Big Daddy. Don't do that. It just feels nasty, man. It just can't do that.
It's in the description, Jazz. Tell Jazz the number, fam. 615.
Oh my, come on. 615-745-9438. 615-745-9438. We're talking to the women right now on some things. They ain't calling in saying nothing about it. I guess they ain't worried about it. Men and women do cheat. Men lie. Women lie. Numbers don't lie. And sometimes a couple extra numbers behind your
numbers
name.
Numbers lie.
Yeah, if you 6'9", you know, if you on there
doing some running for the president.
Hey, if you got the right electoral votes, that's a whole nother project.
Or if you got them people in there hiding them, counting them numbers wrong.
Yeah, you got the people counting them numbers. That's a problem. You know, that is what that is out there. Yeah. You know why people love Trump so much, man?
Why they love him?
Because you say whatever, you know why? And then when you actually sponsored yourself, you didn't have to worry about using nobody else's money but your own money. You ain't scared. You don't owe nobody.
Ooh.
You don't owe nobody. Like, hey, well, okay, what you gonna do? Buy me? I already got it.
Yeah, when you got he protect the money.
Yeah.
Hey, what's crazy? I got a game. I know we probably running short on time, but I got a game I want to play.
We just gonna go. We got at least 20 minutes.
I got a game I want to play with my brother, and I'm gonna tell you. I want you to respond with your thought process. This game is called White Man versus Black Man Myths. Okay. We need some music. Hold on. So we got somebody from this side. I think I know who this is. That's Jadman.
This is Jasmine.
We got the credit report repair lady on the phone. She's gonna show you how to repair your relationships too. Go ahead, Jasmine.
So you said, why do men cheat? I personally feel like they cheat because of lack of commitment. And I think that maybe it comes like, it's deeper than what, we think, as far as like, maybe they didn't have that, they didn't see that with their mama, their dad. I feel like it's a lot deeper than just, the woman not giving them what they need or everything they need.
They ain't slapping bellies. It's more than slapping bellies, what you're saying.
Right. I think it's more so on a deeper level, like with their mamas. Like maybe they saw their mama have different relationships, or maybe they didn't have a man around properly to teach them how to love a woman. Because that happens as well. Like if you've never seen a marriage, how can you know exactly how to be in one or how one is supposed to maintain? Does that make sense?
That's a fact. Yeah, that makes plenty sense. Okay. If you grow up in a household where you're a son and you never seen your mother in a relationship, or you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to treat her, or never seen her get treated right, or you never seen your pops treat one woman right. He got multiple women. You don't know how to go about being in a relationship. I understand what she's saying though.
Okay, but so
and I actually had that problem myself. Like when I was like my mama she's a single woman, so and she never really had nobody around us as kids. It was just her. So, just us and her. So I didn't know how to properly love somebody other than my children in the beginning, but I had to be taught that, love is something where sometimes you do have to be taught.
You said a key word. That's why
I do feel
you say you had to be taught. And a lot of women, a lot of dudes be getting these women at time because they be teaching them and they be connecting with them emotionally.
Exactly. So
and they be getting deep, and that's when they end up becoming 1, 2, 3 wives because he gets me.
Okay.
He gets me.
Yeah, that can be one of the things. So, but I just like what the last dude said. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, Tommy. Yeah, that's how they be getting them. See how you like what he said?
Yeah.
You like what he said?
Well, I like what he said about hiding the physical attraction. It's the physical attraction part. Like, because me and my husband, we were actually talking one day, and basically that's what the Muslims do. Like, what do you think the world would be like if everybody was just covered up? And we had to actually fall in love with the person's soul before sex, before physical attraction. Then I think relationships will actually last longer.
So you think if they can at least just see your eyes only, just see your eyes, like, oh God, I bet she bad.
Your eyes only. Yeah, if you could just see the eyes only and just fall in love with who that person is or who they are.
But then when they take off the turban or whatever, they take off the thing, like,
it don't matter.
I didn't know I wanted that. I didn't know if I wanted that.
At that point, it shouldn't even matter.
I guess that's what happened with girls when they say, "Ooh, dude, bad," and then he pull his, take off his shorts. Like,
oh yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, like, you know what? Never mind.
On both ends, he can be you know what? Never mind, because it's way out there, got that Tyler leg, or it might be on the other end, like saying, got that shrimp.
So do y'all think we learned? Do y'all think?
I'll be back. I'm gonna go over here.
Do y'all think we learned about marriage and relationships with a Western thought process? What do you think, Jasmine, about the African continent way of thinking? Like, men can have multiple wives.
I feel like I just don't feel like that should be, because
I don't need to be honest with you.
I don't know. I'm territorial, so you know what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like if I'm gonna be with somebody else, I'm just gonna be with that other somebody else. And
That's
then
true.
I know women, like, we're kind of like most men be like, women are so crazy. I mean, how can you keep up with more than one?
Absolutely. Oh my.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need your undivided attention. If you're gonna be with her, be with her. But don't be with me. Because like some people are more emotional attached than other people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So some people, I mean, they don't care about that because the emotions are not all the way there, so they can do that. But some people who are like emotionally attached to someone, then that's just how they want, like one person. I ain't got time for other people.
Yeah. See, dudes, they think they smart. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much for that commentary. We appreciate you calling in.
I had to come through and represent for the women, y'all. Did I do good coming in the comment section if I can?
Oh, yeah. You held it down. You
did your thing. Appreciate you.
All right, bye.
But you know what, Trev? Dudes be stupid, though.
And smart at the same time.
Yeah, but no, they be trying to be smart, but they be dumb. Like, for example, they be, they try to be like, baby, tell me about your past relationship. It's okay. Who you try to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking you can handle it.
They really don't want to know.
Don't tell me, man, you might try to say, am I the biggest you done been with, or or tell me about your old relationship. Did she tell you about telling, man, I remember this one time you like, for real?
Yeah.
And you pissed out. You see the Dave Chappelle episode one time, Dave Chappelle episode, he said, like they have, how people like real talk, like on HBO, people used to walk around with the little camera and they ask questions to couples.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear your girl talking about something, like you can say something that you want to say to my how you done mess this person, mess that person. But when you hear your other side say something, you get pissed off. You think you can help. Don't set
you in your feelings.
Yeah, you in your feelings right now. Yeah, at that point. Don't be setting yourself up, man. But my thing is, I was talking about Ben though. You know, very quick, you met your boy Ben Crump. Everywhere something bad happens with that. Is there ever gonna be a time, Mr. Jackson, when we want to see actual people prosecuted rather than getting a check? Because it's one thing to get a check from the city. You know, when these people die, they family get bread. Now, one time before they die, you know, they may not have gotten anything before this person may have passed. They family may not have gotten anything from the person passing away. Maybe a $10,000 life policy. He done got killed or she done got killed by the police. They give you a check, $12 million.
And and it's over with.
Yeah, your family still ain't coming back. When is there a point to it's like, okay, Ben, we appreciate you showing up. Thank you. But can we get actually some prosecution going on rather than a check? That turns around to what can be bought.
And they feel like they can do that because they know that black folks don't got no money.
Right.
But one day it's gonna be, well, I ain't gonna say that it's gonna happen. I don't want to speak it into existence, but somebody gonna kill somebody. I want them prosecuted. I don't want $1. You know what I'm saying? And
that's when it comes down to that. But you might lose out, but will there be a time where you're gonna have to actually work and say, look, man, get this person in jail?
I'm willing to go all the way to Supreme Court with this.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get no play. I ain't trying to get no money. Just take them to jail.
Yeah, because he did.
12 million. Bump that. You need to get this 5 million. When is it gonna be a time when it's gonna be like, okay, Ben, thanks, man, but no thanks?
Man, I don't know when it's gonna happen because the people don't got money. I don't think it's ever gonna happen because you see the same person representing everybody. He representing everybody in every case when something happened like that. You know what I'm saying? And justice ain't getting served. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this George Floyd case. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So we starting to see people getting out of jail low key though. See, what happened is you can hope it get covered up for a little while, then you don't have to bring it up no more.
Once it quiet down.
It quiet down, so then they start giving Breonna Taylor family money. People getting this money like they won the lottery. It's like, but dude, we want justice.
Yeah, the family member ain't coming back. They're gonna be on trips to the Bahamas and stuff with the dead family members, the money. You know what I mean?
Let me ask this the question about the just curious segment, right? The just curious. We got about 15 minutes. Have you noticed that every company that says black owned or black at times, black owned, we're all black owned, we're black owned, we black this, black that. And after he going to bed. He going to bed.
Oh no.
Black owned, he's black that. But they're always backed by white money. Why is that? Is it because we don't have the resources again? Everybody else, we don't have the resources.
I can't answer that for you, my brother. It's always backed by white money.
Yeah. Have you not noticed that?
Nah, I noticed that, but I can't answer why. Because that's where the money comes. That's where we get the money from, the loans and everything, because we don't have no black-owned banks, like I was telling you.
But black-owned banks, majority of the time,
all backed by white money.
Exactly.
Golly. That's wild.
But so if you go deeper to the conspiracy of thought, are white people allowing you to do the stuff you want to do?
No, because they're in control of everything.
What I'm saying is they're basically allowing you to do that, right?
Yeah,
you got a black-owned record label. You got a black-owned record. That's cool. But guess what? Universal is backing that. We giving you the money to get out there more.
We keep the black man in debt because we're giving you a loan, basically. People think if you worth $500 million, the person who loaned you that $500 million is worth $10 billion.
Yeah, so
and you're in debt to that individual.
Right. So is Kanye West even free? He a billionaire.
No, he's in debt to somebody that's worth $100 billion.
Yeah, so I'm worth $1 billion, right? But he on the internet tweeting how he don't want to do no more because he is in debt to Universal.
He peeing on Grammys and everything.
Yeah,
I say that.
But what I'm saying is, you might be black. Oh, let's do black, just black that. But it's always backed by. I had a company, man, that was for minority placement, career placement.
Yeah.
My biggest investor, my only investor, was a white guy, a white oil guy.
Mm-hmm. A white oil guy.
He wrote the checks and said, here you go, man. Spread your, I believe in what you're doing and what's going on. Spread that and do that. Go out there and get everybody employed. My biggest investor was a white dude.
Yeah.
I had my black people I want to bring it to. They had the money. And not only that, they trying to tell me why I shouldn't do it more than anything.
That's what we good at, telling each other what we shouldn't do because they don't believe in the dream.
Yeah, like, man, I don't see that, bro. You can't do a coming for minority people, black places, because you ain't gonna go this and go there and go there and go there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the people that that you want to back it, they got the funds. And
yeah,
they end up looking like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah, that's real. The just curious segment.
Yeah,
just curious.
Let me ask you another thing. How long are you gonna be mad at somebody about something that happened in the past? How long is too long to be mad at somebody?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Because people be mad at folks for so long. They mad at their mama, mad at their daddy. The daddy wasn't there, nobody. So they continuously throughout life blaming.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy
individual. Yeah.
My mama wasn't there. That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
How long is too long?
5 minutes. I feel like that because I've been angry before for long periods of time. And I realized that stuff holds you back. It's a stress factor. You know what I'm saying? Things like your blessings can't open up for you when you mad for too long. You got to let that go. You got to let that go, man. It's just simple as that. You can't be blessed holding in defensive tension. You mad at nothing. Actually, because the person who you mad at ain't even thinking about you.
Yeah, that's the next thing I'm gonna say.
They live life.
Like nobody, you mad, but ain't nobody even thinking about it at all.
Yeah.
I remember I met this celebrity, a comedian named Zany. Matter of fact, it was Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
Spend my hard-earned money to go check him out at Zany's. We go back there, the baby and wife having fun. At the end, typically they go out to Zany's, they go out on the side, take pictures with you, sign autographs, something like that. They go out on the side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out to say, hey, Earthquake, what's up, man? He said, hey, what's going on? Had some girls around him, I guess, wanted to take pictures and stuff. I said, hey, man, you might get a picture right quick. This back in, I don't know when it was, 2015, 14, something, one of them. No. Either way. He said, man, you buy a tape? You buy this one CD? You buy a CD?
Yeah.
I don't carry cash on me. I don't. This before Cash App, Vimo, and all that other stuff. I don't have no cash on me, man. But he said, well, you ain't getting no picture then. I said, mother. At that point, I told my wife, I said, let's go to ATM right now. I'm gonna go get $100 out and give it to him and say, you need it more than me. I was pissed off. And he ain't getting no play in my ride. He ain't getting no play on no TV. I said that, but what I'm saying is, dude, for a while,
yeah,
I was upset for a minute. Anytime I seen his name come across or heard, I ain't even want this dude ain't thinking about me.
Yeah, I ain't rocking with Hurricane no more. That's how you was feeling, what?
At all, period.
Yeah.
He get no more play. But what I'm saying is what I'm thinking. I was thinking about that. How long is too long though, man?
5 minutes, fam. 5 minutes. No longer than 5 minutes, my brother.
Yeah. That's how you keep your blessings going.
Yeah, you gotta keep the doors open up for you to be blessed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the doors open up for you to be blessed. That was dirty though, what he did though, to be honest.
Yeah, it was dirty because they not thought. Look, he on stage talking about how he was going through his divorces, when he's going through his divorce and all that. Talking about how he need money, blah blah, and it showed. You're right. You need money. You don't even people that just working hard for you. I mean, working hard for you to perform. But come out here and all you doing. This is back when flip phones. You take a flip phone picture. The freaking image wasn't even that good.
Yeah, it wasn't 4K.
But then you look at people like that and you say, that's why that person where they are. And that's why and then you see them later. It's like, yeah, that's why you still ain't on TV.
Yeah, Earthquake ain't shattering the earth. He's still local. Basically, he low range.
One time he was doing this thing, but that's why I went out there, man, it's gonna be good. But what I thought was that Earthquake ain't thinking about me. He wasn't thinking about me. He ain't thinking about nobody who these entertainers and stars, they thinking about you. So
yeah, he went on to his next show and went to the Waffle House.
Went to the Waffle House, did his thing. My next question, this might be for the women that's listening before we before we head out. Remember, we got an announcement now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're hanging in there with us, you're gonna be thankful.
Yeah,
We look at them comments that's late into the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
You can win you an Amazon Fire. But my question is this: Do people still put baby diapers on their face? You know that, did you?
I ain't never seen that, man. People
putting baby pee diapers on it. How far are you willing to go for the beauty? There's some thing about.
I seen that. It do something to take the bumps off and all that.
Clean, get rid of the blemishes. And I know women that put the pamper in the freezer. Like your baby pee in a diaper. Oh no, give me that. They put it in the refrigerator.
That's gonna keep my skin clear.
It put the baby diaper with pee on it and on their face. Do people still do that?
That's gangster.
Hey, you use charcoal to brush your teeth.
That's gangster. But my teeth, they pretty.
But I'm saying it. But the same thing with people with the face.
Yeah.
You know,
they add a little sugar to the charcoal. Add a little sugar to the charcoal. It'll get them right.
And people still using pee diapers. Call us before we head out. 615-745. What is it? 615-745.
Pee diapers.
9438. Is people still putting pee diapers on their face?
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to a close on this. We're coming to a close on. We run it on down to the end.
All the way down.
All the way down to the end, man. It's been a really good show thus far, man. I'm very intuitive. Very, very, very educational to me.
Hey, let me tell you something though.
Okay.
I got to before the homie called in. What was the brother name who called in?
Tommy. Okay.
Before Tommy called in, I was gonna ask you a question. White men versus black men myths.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if white men like NASCAR, what do black men like when it comes to sports?
Football.
If black men drink Sprite, what do the white man drink?
Diet Coke.
They
drink Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, or Mellow Yellow.
With the yellow 5 in it.
Yeah.
Their favorite drink.
Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
You know what the yellow 5 do to you, don't it?
I know what the yellow 5 is supposed to do. I ain't drink.
I don't drink it.
I need to Google what yellow 5 actually is.
All right.
What's yellow 5? Mm-hmm.
Yellow 5, okay. You know what it's supposed to do, though. You do know what it's supposed to do. Inform them what they say yellow 5 supposed to do, Trail.
If you drink Mellow Yellow and Mountain Dew, it has an ingredient in it called yellow 5, and it's supposed to shrink the penis.
Shrink it. You talking about cold shower shrink, huh? That's what they say. I don't drink
permanently.
It. I don't know.
Okay, so
permanently.
White folks live in trailer parks. Where do black folks live at?
Projects.
You do that one fast, man. Black folks smoke Newports. White folk, what they smoke?
Marlboro.
That's a fact.
Yeah, or Virginia Slim. No, that's some old people. That's Virginia Slim old people.
White people jump in the water and go noodling. They catch the catfish with their hand. What do black folks do?
They don't go fishing. they got a pole. They use a pole out there.
They get out there. They get
in the water. You ain't worry about it. Look, black folk, white folk go to the swimming pool to swim. Black folk do what at the pool?
Pee in the water.
No, they sit around the edge. They don't even get in.
They got their feet right there.
Yeah, just got the feet on the edge. Ain't nobody getting in there.
Okay.
Black women go to the pool, sit on the side. White women get in the pool swimming.
Yeah. White folks spend the night on the campgrounds.
Oh.
Where are we going at?
The hotel. Oh, we got an RV. Oh, we ain't going at all.
We going to Super 8. $39.99. Yeah,
ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, that was a new little segment that I had to put together.
We can do that for now. I like it. That's pretty cool. Then We got to hit him with that remember when right quick before we head out.
Okay.
No. Okay. Do you remember? I know you didn't remember what the cordless phone was, so that's one thing. That boy said, what is the cordless phone? But do you remember the nighttime and weekend minutes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that on the phones.
The nighttime.
9 p.m. I can't call you till 9.
I can't talk to you till 9 now. Only got 3. Look, your plan was 200 minutes during the day, unlimited night weekend. 200 minutes during the day.
You got a minute and 30 seconds left. I can't talk till 9 o'clock.
Until 9 o'clock. Nighttime minutes. Weekend. You remember those? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You thought you got a plan when you got 1,000 minutes.
Oh man, you was paid.
1,000 minutes, unlimited night week.
Big baller, holding the phone up to your ear like that.
You doing it.
Yeah. You was balling back 1,000 minutes.
I got 1,000 minutes. I'm straight. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I got 1,000 minutes.
Yeah, I'm balling.
What you got before we head out?
You remember the Walkman, the tape deck?
Oh, absolutely. On the side with the clip.
Yeah. You don't walk 5 miles away from the house. You know, when we was young, we used to go walk through the whole city and back. You walk 5 miles, you got that 1 2-pack tape.
Look, with AA batteries in it, hoping it lasts.
Yeah, but something gonna happen first.
But think about it though. You remember those headphones though with the little wire though? I mean, what kind of? We used to think them things had bass in it. Yeah. Listen, they don't even sit on your ear. They just little headphones. When you think about it, like, how in the world did we even enjoy that music?
Yeah, it didn't go in your ear. It was just on top of it.
Just on top with the little soft foam on it. It wasn't even good.
Yeah, remember the phones come out. We used to have the metal and everything on our ear. Yeah. But what ran out first? Most of the time, the tape will start turning up. You remember the tape?
You had to go in.
All the batteries would die.
You had to go in the middle of the tape, wind that thing back.
Yeah.
What about the Discman? You used to walk with the Discman like flat. This is for it had an entire skip on it. You walk, you can't do it, but walk with it flat like this. Skip on you.
Yeah, because if you turn it sideways, it's gonna start skipping.
All that.
Now I know something that one more remember when we out, my brother.
Go ahead.
You remember the Nintendo?
Yeah. When
you used to have to take the game out when it wouldn't play, and you'd be.
Yeah, but you had to make it whistle though. You had to make it whistle and then slam that thing in there and push it down.
Yeah, you had to blow it to get it going. That's crazy.
Don't let the little push down door not work. You got to put a little toothpick in there or something there to keep the game down.
Oh man,
all that.
I wonder if people remember that.
Well, look. We would thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Make sure wherever you're hearing this podcast at or whatever platform, you subscribe. Thank y'all so much for being on the live with us today. Had a very intuitive show today. So what we're doing to get that iPod Fire and the Amazon Fire, we're going to go through the comments. You had to be on the show the whole time. How we know you're on there the whole time? We don't really know, but we're going to look at those comments as near the, it's in here somewhere. We're just going to choose somebody. And you're going to get your Amazon Fire. We're going to reach out to you. We're going to announce you on the next show and say, congratulations, you won. We're going to have you send us your email, your address, and we're going to mail it directly to you.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how we're going to do it. But before you go, I need to know one thing, though.
What's that?
$18 million on Quaker Grits, Black folk. If you give me your Quaker Grits, give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money. I don't want your weave, perm, haircut, Ed Jordan, Timberland money. Give me your grits.
Give me your grits money.
I'm going to tell you something before the podcast go off.
Yeah.
What's funny about that, I ain't never ate grits in my life.
In your life? You never, did you eat? That's another question. I want to know, do people put sugar or salt and pepper on their grits? That's for the next show.
I never had grits in my life. I don't know what a grit is.
Oh, God, don't worry about it. But look, listen what we doing, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Two brothers, we out, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Holla at you. Trail, Podfather, co-host Troy Smith. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm just rotating my ties, rotating my ties, rotating my ties, rotating my ties. Just 'cause we one of those days.